This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to you?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello, contemplators.
Hello. It's so good to be here on this wonderful day. Wonderful day.
Wonderful day.
One of us.
One of us.
Ooga babu. Gobble.
God, now you got me gooble gobble.
Ooba gobble.
Go.
Goo gobble. Moo guy pam.
Google.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Hey, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's 2021. It's been about a week, and I'm already fucking ready for 2022.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
But anywho.
It's not the year's fault. It's us.
It's us.
It's humanity. Well, we're gonna get our heads out of our asses, please.
Yes, please.
Anywho, enough of that. I know yesterday was a very fucking ridiculous thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna stick to the fucking to the Fiddler on the Roof.
What's that quote people keep saying? Par for the course or whatever.
I beg your pardon.
Part of the
crew, part of the ship.
Part of the crew.
part of the
Never
ship.
mind. Forget it. Part of the course kind of thing. It's part of the...
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Really?
Nope.
Why do I feel like that's a Star Wars thing? Par for the course or something?
I don't know.
Okay, fail for both of us.
I don't know.
The Fiddler on the Roof.
Sounds crazy, no?
But here, in our little village of Anatevka.
Oh god, get ready for a lot of Tevye tonight,
Oh,
guys.
my God, I love it. Oh, it's my fave. All right, everybody, let's go with the wine. We have Sharecroppers 27. I don't know why I'm going Irish. 27. I don't know what I'm doing now. 2017 Columbia Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. Cellared and bottled by Sharecroppers Wine Company. Wine Company. Company. The Sharecroppers Wine Company originated in early 2000s when several family farmers, unable to sell their fruit, agreed to compensation on a sharecropping arrangement. Since we were too small to purchase their fruit up front, payment was made once the wine made from their grapes was sold. The wine is a tribute to our early vineyard partners and farmers around the world who earn their livelihood and are able to build thriving businesses through sharecropping partnerships. Lovely. Anywho, picked the wine because the label is a horse pulling a chart,
Yeah,
a cart.
Very Tevye.
Yeah, very Tevye. So it made me think of Tevye's horse. It goes lame.
It goes
Thought it was very
lame?
good. Yeah, he goes lame. But he was still able to walk.
What a lame horse.
Lame ass.
Lame ass.
Sure, it's not a donkey. All right, let's give it a taste. Sure.
It's pretty good.
The beard.
Please stop. Please
It's
stop.
not bad. It is actually
No,
pretty
it's good.
Was it a twist?
It's a
It is
twisty
twist.
screw. God, we've been doing the twisty screws lately. Oh my
We
God.
have. Well, they've had the best labels.
They have been having some really good labels, not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. All right, what we got next?
Oh, now it's on to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook. Notebook. All right, we got pestiferous. Rug-headed scut. Pestiferous. Annoying, troublesome, dangerous to society, associated with the pest or plague.
The plague.
Rug-headed. Shaggy-headed. Scut. The short, erect tail of a deer. I do believe we got that at one point.
We have gotten scut.
But it's a beautiful, I love the scut. It's
The scut.
short, erect.
Short erect.
Tail
Tail
of a deer.
Of a deer.
Good. All right.
All right, so Jarokk,
Yes.
I've been wanting to ask this question of you
Yes.
for 9 long years. What does this film, also musical, mean to you? Because this is, from what I've heard, your favorite.
Oh, it is absolutely my favorite. Honestly, I will say, and I do believe this was the first musical I was ever introduced to. I absolutely love it. Both of my parents love it. My entire family loves this musical. But my dad was like a fanatic of it. My mom was a fanatic. My mom loves Les Mis more now.
Yeah.
But I got into it because of them. And I just, something about Topol when I was a kid growing up. Like, I loved his voice. I was like, I want that deep fucking voice. You know?
Yeah.
I wanted everything. I was just like, I want to be just like him.
Huh.
Like, I love to see. He reminded me of, like, my dad, my Uncle Mike, like, rolled into one. Like, just so much of him. Because he has just this, the look of him is very, like, looks like my uncle. And with his just sarcasm and all kinds of shit. So just everything about it. It was just, and about Topol, you know, playing Tevye. And I just thought that Tevye was just, he had nothing. Tevye had nothing, but still, like, was able to find joy in life. And he had no problem. And I actually, one of the things that I really like about this film is I really like his conversations with God.
Yes. I was just thinking of that today.
Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly when I, you know, had a little bit of, you know, faith, if you will. I tried doing it his way, and I mean, it was, you know, I liked it a lot better than, oh, let me go fucking kneel and say 7 Hail Marys and 15 Our Fathers. And
Yeah, and I kind of wonder, because I was thinking of this today while we were kind of watching it a little bit with dinner. It kind of reminded me of Bruce Almighty. You know how, like, Bruce would, like, talk to God and be like, is there anything else?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of thing. That's
Yeah.
very Tevye. I have a feeling like that movie kind of took that from Fiddler.
I wouldn't be surprised, because
Yeah.
that's, again, that's the one of the beautiful thing is that, like, Tevye has no problem telling God, you know, like, you shit all over me, man, and I need to...
Yeah, we're
you know,
supposed to be the chosen people.
Right, I live a life of poverty. I'm blessed with fucking 5 daughters. That's all right. That's all right. You know, don't do anything worse to me. But, you know, it was just like complaining. Yeah, and like you said, you know, I know we are the chosen people, but once in a while, can't you choose somebody else?
Yeah.
And my God, is that not, like, especially through history?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, probably, like, the most persecuted people in the fucking world. Like, religious and just in so many aspects. The poor Jewish community. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Anywho.
And it's just, yeah. But, okay. So, the film. We're talking about the film mostly. Do you want to
What are we not talking about? Oh, the musical.
I mean, well, yeah. This is based off of the stage, the original stage play and whatnot.
And Topol, it was Tevye in the original. In London when he played it.
Yes.
He was... He is fucking Tevye. I mean, he is the milkman. There is nothing to get past this. So, the director of the film, Norman Jewison.
Perfect.
Lovely. Let's see. Shalom Aleichem. I'm gonna butcher these fucking names. Alright, let's keep it real here. Wouldn't Jerome Robbins, the choreographer?
Yes. But he also, like, directed the musical, didn't he?
I guess he did. I don't know. Whoever the fuck Norman Jewison is then is the director in this one.
He directed the film.
I guess Jerome, maybe.
Yeah, because he also directed, or not directed, sorry, he also choreographed A Chorus Line.
Choreographed everything.
He choreographed everything.
He really did.
Yeah.
Okay, as we said, starring Topol as Tevye, Norma Crane, Leonard Frey, Molly Picon, Paul Mann, Rosalind Harris, Seidel, and I don't really know Michelle Marr. I really don't know anybody, but I do know Paul Michael Glazier. I'm sure we all do.
Yeah, who is
Better
he?
chick.
He's so
He was Starsky and Hutch.
Oh! Excuse me. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
or
cool.
was he Hutch? No, he was Starsky. He was Starsky.
Whichever, the brunette.
Yeah, I think he was Starsky. Yeah. Fietka! Yeah.
Never small.
So.
Chava.
Yeah. So, let's just
dive in.
get in this.
Yeah, I will say, I have always known about this musical. I know some of the songs, but I have never seen the musical. I've seen clips. I've never watched the film throughout, so this was a first for me.
Yes.
I am ashamed to say that. I am sorry, and I am full of regret that I did not know anything about this musical.
Yes,
so
you should.
I am for shame.
For shame.
Yeah.
So we open up with a fiddle. A fiddle that...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if
subtle.
If you're a musical theater person, like, or even not,
Yeah.
I think everyone, once you hear that little fiddler, little violin part, you know that's fucking Fiddler on the Roof.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But here, in a little village of Anativka.
So,
You might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof.
yeah, but anywho,
I know this won't be a surprise to anybody, but Jarokk, you have played Tevye.
I was, yeah. I played Tevye in high school. And actually, that was my... Little backstory on me, a little bio. So, yeah, no, I did. I played Tevye in high school, and it was actually my first ever acting role.
Wow.
Was Tevye. And I thought that was the most amazing thing because I loved it. It was something that I admired as a kid, and I wanted to be like Tevye. I wanted his personality and everything about him. And I just thought it was... And actually, I auditioned... And one of my sisters was getting married at the during the callbacks.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I can't make the callbacks. But I blew them up. I just went in, and I think I just chose to actually sing from the show for my audition. I think I was like, I'm just going to sing fucking If I Were a Rich Man. I'm just going to blow it. I'm going to blow it out of the water.
Yeah.
And I did, and then they were like, okay, we see you can't make the callbacks. And I said, no, I can't. They said, is there anything? And I said, no, it's my sister's wedding. I'm not missing it. I was like, just like Tevye, it's all about family. So.
Oh my god!
Yeah. And then
I bet that sealed the deal.
And then they were like, well, you're gonna do your callback now, then. So take this, and I was like, I'm not prepared. So but I had this fucking movie memorized.
I bet you did.
So I literally did.
You
like
knew
now,
everything.
I'm a little rusty now, unfortunately, because I miss musical theater so much, and I've kind of like tore myself away from it to try to kind of like not think about it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
bringing this back, it's just
understand.
like coming back to this is like really like awakening the dragon, if you will.
Yay!
But yeah, so I pretty much I got the script, and I literally, as I was looking at it, I threw the fucking paper, and I just started fucking doing it, and that was when they were like,
That's Tevye.
yeah, they were just like, okay. Because I was reading the shit and then, like, doing lines with them. I fucking didn't need it. I literally threw the bitch. And I was just like, this is me. This is me! You know? So I was just like, all that shit. But anywho, enough of that. Back to the movie.
It's funny, though, because, like, when you're in high school, they do plays... where it's like blind casting when it comes to like age, but like in real life, like still to this day, you can't play Tevye for another like 10 years.
See, what's really funny is that if you want to go back in time, I'm pretty sure Tevye wasn't in his fucking 50s or 60s having fucking, 18-year-old daughter, a 16-year-old daughter. But they want that older man, and I don't even think I don't know how old. He might have been in his early 40s, late 30s when he does. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, a little makeup, the hair.
Maybe not. I mean,
you can actually even tell in his beard that
the little gray,
the little gray and the white, it was fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There might have been some. Actually, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was a couple years younger than my grandfather, so it's like whatever. But yeah, no, and it really does. This is a role that I wish. One day I want to play it again. And I want to do it right. I want to be the age.
Be the age,
I want to be the age and play this.
Well,
role.
you know what, here's the thing, though. A lot of roles that you could do, like, there's still time for you.
Because I am just apparently made for these fucking older roles.
Yeah.
And that's what really fucked me when I was in LA.
Yeah.
Is that all these... I'm even getting fucking auditions. I think I've talked about it. Getting all these auditions for fucking 40-year-olds or Russians or fucking bikers or all these shits. And I'm just like, do you have any tattoos? Not yet. Okay, well, nah, we want tattoos. It's like, oh,
Oh,
right. You know,
I mean,
I guess I should just start lathering up, and then I can just put makeup on a lot easier than you putting a fake on me, right?
right. Yeah.
Fuck.
Let me just brand my body with blood and ink.
Yeah, just so that you can give me a however much you want to pay me. Fine.
Oh my god, we're so
Let me
not
do
bitter,
it.
guys. We're so not bitter.
Not at
Not
all.
at all.
Fuckers. No, I'm kidding.
God.
Yeah, drink. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, fuck it.
Oh, fuck it.
So, back to the musical. We're opening up. Tevye has this great fucking monologue, fourth wall break,
Yeah.
and he is talking to us, the audience, breaking the fourth wall, juice.
Juice.
Shout out. So he is talking to us. He's explaining, a Fiddler on the Roof sounds crazy, but here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a simple tune
Without breaking his neck.
So it's like...
Do it.
And then do it! A brave peacock.
So,
Tevye.
but it's beautiful. And then we get the song Tradition.
Yes.
A great fucking song. In the whole village, we're seeing how it is, and it's explaining to us about the Jewish community then, and all of these things, and explaining that, and not even just the Jewish community, but I believe that was life in general most of the time.
Yeah.
It was like the men fucking work, the men go and work. They're the bread maker. They fucking bring home the bacon. Women, they stay home, they take care of the house, they cook, they clean, they do chores. And arguably so, the women do so fucking much. Because the men go, they make money, they work. Woman is at home working. Everybody's working.
Even the children.
The children are working. Like, everybody is working. And that is, I know my father was raised that way and was, just everybody had chores. Everybody
a lot
had
of
fucking
people lived that way back then. That's just how things were.
Now my father wasn't back then, but
Right.
but back then, in the old before us, before us, before they started to say, "Oh, work for a child is too much." No,
God.
no, we'll make ours go fucking rake leaves.
Yeah.
Pay them fucking 50 cents. Hear that, Opie?
Hear that, Opie? You're gonna start raking leaves in the
get your ass
backyard,
out there, you
cleaning up your own
shit. So doing the tradition and great fucking musical number. Great.
It's great, and it's such a staple in the musical community as well, like the theater community. And it's that fucking all it is just he's got his hands up in the air
Yeah.
with the tradition.
Tradition.
Yes, and he's doing that dance.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Tradition.
so yeah, with the wrists. And, yes, it's so iconic, and I think Tevye even says like, we've been doing it for so long, they almost forget why they do it.
Right.
It's just because it's tradition.
It's in their bones.
It's in their bones.
Traditions. Without our traditions, our lives may be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Yes.
And then we get the fucking fiddler, and he's going to fucking town up there. I like to think that motherfucker was actually fucking playing.
I hope so.
Because that silhouette, like with the music, it's so fucking cool, and it matches so perfectly.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It syncs up perfectly.
And the fact that he's literally stationary, but doing all of these fucking movements and just solid as a fucking rock.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
No, so it's just so fucking... And the dancing in this fucking movie, Jesus Christ.
The dancing is great. Like,
It's fucking amazing.
God, I always feel like I say Jerome's last name incorrect. It's Jerome Robbins or Jerome Robbins, American choreographer. Yes, that's him.
Okay, good. Yes.
Yes.
Lovely. So, dancing. Wonderful. So after all that, after tradition, after the badass fucking violin, we are now at... Wait, where the fuck were we after that? I don't know. It's going to be weird. I'm going to try to go around. So let's... To save time, because we're already pretty close.
Already we're close?
Well, not close, but we're in a little further than I was
Well,
expecting.
just talk about like parts that you like the best, or
Okay, well, I'll talk about what I think is important. important.
What's
if
the
you
most
will.
important? Yeah, we don't have
So
to.
yeah, we don't have to get like in detail. So we got to talk about Yenta, the matchmaker.
Yes.
Molly Pecan. We got to talk about Yenta now. Goldie and Yenta.
It's not Goldie.
Golda.
It's Golda. Yeah.
Golda.
Yeah.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
I'm sorry. I heard
Move it!
Ouch, that hurt my ears.
I'm fucking glad.
What you get for correcting?
You'll never correct the Papa. I'm the Papa in the first house.
Oh, really?
I'm on the
You're just gonna stutter.
I'm on the text.
Gonna stutter a little
I'm
bit
head of
there?
household.
Okay.
You know me.
All right.
Okay. Anyway.
Moving on.
Yenta.
Yenta the matchmaker.
Mm-hmm.
So she's found the bride for Seidel.
She found a bride for Seidel.
She found the match for Seidel. They're breaking tradition really fast
Yeah,
already.
really quick. Yeah. Right, but even before song number 2,
Right.
they're already breaking traditions here.
Oh, lovely. So she finds a match. So Laser Wolf, oh my god, and Laser Wolf, the butcher, he has...
This moment.
Going back to that moment in tradition.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, I do not know. Again, choreography, just, I don't understand. He is just not paying attention. He rips the fucking paper off, puts down the goddamn steak or whatever the fuck. He just starts, bah, and just is eyeballing the fuck out of Seidel and just hitting this fucking
So close
cleaver.
to cutting off his own hand.
Oh my god, but it looked so good.
It looked
And then
cool.
he just, and, it just and Seidel's just like, whatever, dude. And then this old woman's like, man wants you. You know, all this fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff.
Yeah,
man.
that's a cool moment.
And yeah, that was a little shout out to Laser Wolf. But Yenta is hilarious because she is just this bumbling thing.
Pushy,
Pushy, forgetful.
Yes.
And she's stealing from Golda.
And she steals.
She's
She
literally
just
taking all of her food.
She puts snacks in her purse. Like, my God, woman.
Fucking cookies and shit.
Cookies and treats and dates and stuff like that. I don't even know. There was some type of nut or something.
And so, she says, I've got a match. Laser's going to pay my fee, so don't worry about it. And all of that jazz.
That's a weird thing, though. Like, I guess that's how she makes
That's how she made her money. She's a matchmaker.
And she's a widow.
Yeah.
Right? So, so she has to be the breadwinner of the family.
Right. The point of the matchmaker was she goes around and she literally says, oh, this match will be better for you and your family, and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Oh, he's wealthy. Ooh, she's gorgeous as fuck. She's wealthy. He's gorgeous, comes from nothing, but that probably would not happen.
Right.
I'm pretty sure a fucking rich person would not give it. I mean, we can already kind of say that with Tevye. Mm-hmm. He's poor, but Muddle is fucking poorer.
Yes.
Like, Tevye does way better than Muddle does.
Yeah.
Muddle don't do shit. And that's what's funny is that he's a tailor, but I guess nobody can afford fucking clothes.
That could be it. And
And
the clothes are probably really not that great.
Yeah, I mean, he does everything from hand.
He does everything from hand. And it's funny, like, later on when he, like, finally gets his sewing machine, he's like, finally, no more hand stitched. But when you, like, think, like, nowadays, people would love some, like, hand stitched stuff and not manufactured, like, machine bullshit.
My mom, man, I tell you, I think I don't know, but she's such a good just seamstress, if you will.
She's a damn seamstress.
She's a damn seamstress. But she's got, like, 5 fucking sewing machines, and that woman, I don't even know how old all of them are, but she's a collector. So it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if she's got one from Muddle's time. Just chilling in the basement.
Yeah, that's just the thing, though. Like, I don't understand why, like, Tevye, like, looks... I mean, I think because Muddle is so... He has a mild case of pussy.
He has a mild case of pussy because his father, I'm assuming, died at a young age. He was raised by his mother.
He was raised by his ma.
He was raised by moi. So he doesn't have that, like, he didn't have that father figure. Yeah. And that's what Tevye kind of was to him, which is why Tevye is always like,
laser model, get the fuck out of here.
And I wonder if Tevye thinks, like, someone who sews, would that be considered a woman's trade.
Ooh, if you will, yeah.
I don't know. But women didn't necessarily work. They worked
Women
on
didn't have trades.
Yeah,
exactly.
they didn't have
so
trades.
So it had to have been a man.
Yeah,
to do it.
that's a weird kind of thing to
Like women bake, but none of them could make a trade doing it.
Yeah.
They could only bake for the house.
Only bake for the house.
Bake the challah.
Yeah. Or
prepare the meals.
Or maybe like the baker was just like the face of the company, and the woman was the one behind the kitchen making all the magic, but she got no credit because she's the woman. That's her job anyway.
Exactly.
So the head, the man baker or whatever. I don't know. I'm just I'm just thinking of shit.
Right. Laser Wolf the Butcher is the rich one in the entire fucking village.
I could see that because he's...
Well, I guess, He's selling food and
he's selling,
everybody
like,
needs
the meat.
best cut meat and everything.
Yeah.
And I want to go back. I really would want to know what trade back then would have been worth the most. I mean, Tevye deals with he sells bread, he sells cheese, he sells fucking milk. He's a milkman.
That's a really
butter.
Butter. How does he not have money?
Yeah,
that's just weird to me.
I guess he doesn't charge a lot, and honestly, we do see that Tevye has got such a good soul.
He does.
That he fucking literally pretty much he probably doesn't charge them, and I don't want to go ahead and say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's your fault, Tevye. You should charge a little more. I mean, you give Avram, the beggar, not Avram, you give the beggar, I can't remember the fucker's name off the top of my head right now, but he gives him a fucking free cup every goddamn Sabbath. It's but again, that's Tevye. He doesn't care. He's poor, he wants to be rich, he wants money, but at the same time, he's going to live life and he's going to fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, he's not like Scrooge.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. And all of that, good.
I don't know if I'm about to say, on this day, it is the day of Sabbath.
It's the Sabbath.
Yeah.
So, also, he is... We'll go ahead and go to him walking. His horse breaks his leg, goes lame, and is... pretty much walking his horse back home and puts it in the stall, and then we get If I Were a Rich Man, one of the fucking most iconic songs in this entire fucking film.
It is, and even his little dance
is iconic.
Is so iconic.
Yes, everyone
knows it, and even fucking Gwen Stefani had to go fuck around with it and make a song.
I'm so proud of you that you said that, because it literally pissed me the fuck off.
I bet it did,
especially because I got that role around the time that this fucking song came out.
If I were a rich girl,
it pissed me the fuck off every fucking time I heard it. I just wanted to fucking throw my radio out of my fucking Camaro. I literally was like, I'm ready to take it. I was about to take my shit out like fucking Magoober. Just fucking...
So are we going to continue with this? Because we were first talking about Yenta.
There's really not much left of that. I mean, she
just
makes
says,
her match and walks away.
Okay.
Oh, but the girls. So the girls, we got to talk about fucking matchmaker.
Yeah, because I think that happens before.
It does.
Rich Man, yeah.
It does. So that's right, because Tevye starts walking on.
Yeah.
See, man, this is what happens. I got to get in your note phase, but I don't.
I know. I didn't write notes this time, but I watched this movie. I watched a lot of this film throughout the week, and I kind of thought you would remember better, but it's okay.
I'm doing my best. Like I said, I had a problem. I was in a depressed state, and I fucking was not paying attention to musicals because it's something that I missed and it's something that I love, and I was bitter.
I'm right there with you.
But anywho, no, it'll hopefully come back to me. But anywho, matchmaker. So we got Seidel sitting there trying to, she's talking about how much she doesn't want to marry and how she's afraid about, what kind of guy she's going to get. He could be fat and bald. And Golda has that hilarious line. What the fuck is it? She says, a man is not to, what the fuck did she say? A man is not to love, a man is to get, or some shit like that. Something around that line. I can't remember verbatim. Fucking hiccups. Oh no, a man is not to look at, a man is to get. That was the line. And so Seidel is talking to the girls, and the girls are making fun of Seidel because she's first.
She's first, yeah.
She's not
like
20 yet. She's
ooh,
like 19.
What kind of man is gonna be for
Yeah.
Steidel? Ooh.
What is she gonna get? Oh, well, whatever Yenta brings, you bitches are gonna get, right? Of course, right. Huddle, oh Huddle, have I got a match for you? He's handsome, he's tall. All right, he's 62. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's handsome, he's out. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch. True. That's right. And then after Huddle, she waddles over.
The way she like mimics Yenta is really spot on.
It's
very
hilarious.
like Wicked Witch of the West.
Gotta give it to Rosalind Harris, man.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny.
And the way, and you need to talk about, because
All
you're the one that brings
I'm
it
gonna
up.
talk about this one because it makes me laugh every fucking time.
It does for me
So
too
when
now.
she goes over to Chava, she goes up to Chava, she goes, Chava! And she goes like high pitched. It doesn't even say Chava. She goes, Chava! I found him! Won't you be lucky, brat? I'm pretty sure that when she did that, I'm pretty sure she was like, oh my god, please don't keep that. Because it was you could say it was a fuck up. She went high pitch, but they kept it, and I love it.
It's a great moment.
I love it.
That's probably why. I mean, as a actor, you would be embarrassed to do something that you didn't intend to do, that looks silly, but really,
But it worked.
It worked, and it just seemed so genuine. Like it wasn't a performance. It was legit three sisters having a go at each other and having a good time.
I just want to say that Chava, I don't understand how she's the only redhead out of the entire group with freckles.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
That's fine.
That's absolutely fine.
There could be some deep
Adopted.
What?
What?
What? Some deep gene back then. She really didn't fit in.
Uncle Avram must have been.
Yeah, like she looks more Irish.
Yeah.
Than
Absolutely.
Jewish, but hey, she's still cute.
All right.
Moving on. Rich man.
Okay. So when we got the matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Bam, 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 bam. No. So, Rich Man. So now we got it. He's literally in the barn, and this is where he's talking to God, and he's saying, did you really have to make him lame just before the Sabbath? I'm very poor, man, And that's when he's asking, like what you were saying, how he's saying, I'm poor, you gave me a life of poverty, 5 daughters. But what if I had a little small fortune? If I were a rich man. All day long, bitty, bitty bum. Alright. So he starts singing. It's a beautiful fucking moment because it's literally him just dreaming.
While doing his job, too. While,
absolutely,
feeding all
he's working.
He's working. He's going up on the rafters, throwing chicken feed and hay for the horse. And
making it a good time.
I'm
gonna start doing that shit at my job.
You need to.
Wow!
Sometimes when, at my work, I've told you, when the clinic is empty, me and my coworker will just fucking pull out some shit and just sing out Louise and just go crazy while we're doing our jobs.
Mm-hmm. So he's doing all of this. He's getting in, and it's just a beautiful moment because he gets vulnerable at times, and it's lovely.
It seems like he gets a little I don't want to say upset, or there's some type of something going on with him where he's having a good time, but it also seems very.
Well, there's that moment in the song where he is. There's the moment in the song where he's talking about if I were rich, I'd have the time that I like to sit at the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat at the Eastern Wall, and I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day, and that would be the sweetest thing of all,
Yeah, he does talk, and I think the girls even mention it too, that he does appreciate an educated man.
I don't think he can read.
Really?
Mm-mm. I don't think he can read.
Oh, that kind of makes sense. And that he would want a learned man for his...
Because Avram is the... Avram talk. Avram is the only person who can pretty much read.
Is that why that one character always says, "Go read or talk"?
Yeah,
Like with
Avram is not unless Avram's reading the Russian paper, which he is reading the Russian, and they can't speak Russian.
Oh.
I don't know,
Okay.
but I can't remember if I ever see Tevye actually try to read.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think I do. So I don't think we did. So I don't think that he actually knows how to read. And that's why he wants his daughters to have an education.
Yes.
Because he wants them to be able to have what he can't read. He wants them to learn. He wants them to know the good book.
Yes.
But tradition, women are not supposed to learn anything about the good book. Hello, religion.
That's right.
How are you going to not allow a woman, anybody,
Well, they're
well, it's
women.
for everyone.
They're just supposed to comply
Make babies.
and make babies and agree to whatever a man tells them to do. That's
Exactly.
really what it
But again,
what it comes to.
Tradition.
Tradition.
So yeah, Tevye, we do Rich Man, and then he goes into town, and that's where we meet Avram, we meet all the other people, we meet everybody else. And they start talking, and Avram brings news, and this is actually important.
Yeah.
Avram brings news that the Russians, they drove out another village. One other village not far from them, I think, forced the Jews out, and the Jews had to immigrate somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So they were all like, "What's that gonna happen to us?" And then they're all giving Avram shit like he wrote the fucking paper. I'm like, "Avram, why can't you ever bring any good news? I just read it. I don't know what you want from me." And all those dudes are so fucking funny. I love their little fucking...
Yeah, the comedic timing is pretty good.
Their little Donnybrook.
Yeah.
It's really funny. And then we meet Perchik, Paul Michael Glaser. Mm-hmm. Perchik is a educated man, young man, if you will. He is an educated young man from Kiev. And he is poor as fuck. He's pretty much just a wanderer. Mm-hmm. And he starts talking to the men, and he's all like, "Why aren't you going to do anything about this? Mm-hmm. Stand up for yourselves and stand up." They're like, "No, we don't need to do anything." Yeah, no. And he goes, "Who's going to make this change happen? This is how it's always been. We're not going to make changes." Like,
yeah, all you do
Perchik
is
is a fucking freedom fighter, if you will. And
yeah, it's very...
a lot of us now on Facebook, because of Facebook, I mean, a lot of people.
Keyboard warriors.
Fucking Perchiks, yeah.
He's very, not Marius.
Oh, no.
But, the other guy.
Ranjo Ross.
Yes, I can never say his name right.
That's
very him, like wanting to start the revolution.
Yeah, and he's just true to it. I mean, he's in love.
He's not all talk.
No, he's in love. He falls for fucking Hodel, but he leaves her.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's how much he admires. That's the difference between him and Marius. That's why, as you said, he's more Angelos, because he literally left a girl that he loved
to fight for his cause,
to go all the way to Siberia.
All the way,
which
fucking how the hell?
A travel then was...
How do you fucking take a train to Siberia? Like, is that even possible?
Probably had to take a train and then a boat.
And a boat, and then another train,
God
and then another
knows
boat, and then a bus or something. I don't know.
I don't think there were buses.
I know. A horse-drawn bus.
A horse-drawn bus. The magic school horse-drawn bus.
Yes.
Jesus. But, I was going to say that bitch's name, but I can't remember the teacher's
Frazzle or something?
It's Frazzle! Anywho, moving on. So, yeah, Perchik is doing all that. All the men go, because they got to get ready for Sabbath. And now all we got is Perchik, the rabbi's son.
Oh, God, yeah.
Did I say ribeye or the rabbi? The rabbi's son.
I didn't.
The rabbi's son.
The ribeye.
The ribbeye's son. And fucking Tevye. And Tevye is just infatuated with fucking Perchik.
Yes.
He is like a young man who knows the book and all this shit is just, he admires him. There's something about him that he's like, "I like you, kid."
Yeah.
And especially because, like, Perchik goes up and Tevye offers him bread. He goes, "Here, have some bread." And Perchik's like, "No, I'm not a beggar and I don't have any money." Mm-hmm. He goes, "Oh, no, it's a gift. I'm giving it to you. It is mine to give."
Yeah.
He goes, Very well.
A blessing for
me to give.
For the Sabbath. Or
Right.
something.
A blessing for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, very well, for your sake. He goes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, there's no crime to be poor. And he goes, there's the rich who are the criminals.
Yes.
Oh, ain't that true?
Ew, ain't that the
Ain't that
truth?
true? There's Donald Trump.
Fuck you, I hate you.
Anywho. Bless me. Oof.
Oh my god.
That was
Sorry.
fucking...
He snorts the pepper.
He snorts the pepper. Oh, cream. So, Tevia's talking to him, and the rabbi's son is like, you know, you're a radical. He's calling Perchik a radical and all this shit. And Tevia's just like, you know, go away. Like, whatever. I don't want to hear about it.
Take the rabbi's order and fuck off.
Take your butter. And Tevye has his fucking...
As the good book says,
He does that a lot.
if you eat a chicken and one of you is sick, as the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands on your face.
Where does the book say that?
I know, the rabbi's son is like that one of those fucking people that constantly like corrects you.
Yeah,
and,
the
like,
grammar police, if you will.
Something like that. Or like, oh, that is not correct.
Not
According to the Encyclopedia.
Moses said that.
Well, as the book says, I'm slow. Or no, as Abraham said, I'm slow of speech and slow of tongue. That was
Also Moses.
for a man with a slow tongue. He talked a lot.
So they do that. Tevye invites him to the Sabbath. They go to the Sabbath. They go home.
And did he already offer him like, hey, if you teach my
Yeah.
daughters, I will offer
Food for
you
lessons.
food for lessons.
Because
Yeah.
he can't afford them.
Yeah.
But he said, I pay you in food.
Yeah, and he can like stay there.
Yeah.
Is he staying? He like.
I
Stays?
think he stays in the barn. Yeah.
Probably. The
I think
barn.
he does.
The shed.
That's shit. But
You sleep with the cows.
so they get home and everybody's rushing to get ready for the Sabbath.
Yes.
Big deal. I've never experienced one.
You know what? I went to. I think it was either preschool or kindergarten. I can't remember. This is when I was living in North Hollywood. I went to a preschool / kindergarten that was mainly for Jewish people.
Oh.
And we would do, and it was a wonderful place. Like I really did have some really good memories. I had like I can't remember the kid's name, but he was like one of my best friends. He was this adorable little like dorky kid with glasses, a little bit of like a mullet, curly hair.
Eugene.
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe it was like Jonathan or something. Maybe. But I don't think it was like ew. Excuse you. I don't know if it was like every day, but we would do some type of ceremony, and I only got to do it once. And this is where my grape juice and like bread, I don't want to say fetish, but
It all makes sense.
came from, because we would do a ceremony where it didn't matter if you're like, because I wasn't the only like non-Jewish person there, but the boy would wear the yarmulke, and then the girl would wear the white laced kind of head thing that I don't know what it's called. I apologize. And we would say some type of words. We would drink grape juice, and then my favorite part was we would get to eat challah bread.
Oh, I love challah.
Challah bread is so freaking amazing, and that mixed with grape juice. To this day, like I love grape juice and either like Ritz crackers or some type of like bread together. But yeah, I did have that experience.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see, because I was raised Greek Orthodox, and it was nice to learn other cultures and other religious
Yeah,
things.
you know, we're not religious, and but I find all forms of religion, even though I'm not, religious anymore.
No.
I find them all fascinating.
They are.
Because if you really think about it, like it's just, and if you really like go back to like the Greeks, the Norse, all of the mythology, their version of like coming up with how the world was created and how everything was, it's just fucking fascinating.
It is. It's
Like
interesting.
like the Greeks, the sky is the father, Mother Earth. The sky is constantly mounted on top of Mother Earth, and that just banging Mother Earth, and that's how the giants came. Just beautiful fucking things. It's like, who the fuck thought of that? It's just like, man.
No idea.
But especially back then when you're like, oh,
No way.
Like,
Yeah.
giants. Oh, I hear the thunder in the background.
There are giants in the sky.
All right.
Okay, so they
So,
do the Sabbath.
they do the Sabbath.
The song is really great.
Sunrise, sunset
It
is
is
gorgeous.
beautiful.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful.
And I love that like they go around like the whole town. It's like they're all doing it at the same time. It's cool.
It's gorgeous. It is just so simple because they're all around. They're doing the ceremony. It's just beautiful. And Muddle, the tailor, has a thing for Seidel, and he's trying to get Tevye. He's trying to ask Tevye for her hand. But he's afraid of Tevye.
Yeah, he's very
And
intimidating.
Tevye is very much my father in
Yes.
this particular scene. Because, you know, my dad had that booming fucking... You know, that
Like you?
booming... Yeah, thank you. That booming fucking loud voice. Where if he yells and if he's mad, you fucking know it. And you're going to just stand there. and
Yeah,
just
I
be
mean,
like,
I know your dad is like loud, but I can tell when he's like legit mad or he's just.
Unfortunately, it's my family thing,
Yeah.
I think. You know,
It's
I
not
mean, when
any-
we're mad, we're mad.
Yeah, it's not anything that really like intimidates me or anything.
No,
like
I hope not.
no, yeah, no.
No. Thunder? God? Zeus?
God, Zeus,
Odin?
what
Or Thor? Which one?
the fuck is that?
Cali? I don't know. Oh, it's probably plane.
It's a very low plane.
Who the fuck knows, man?
Who the fuck knows? Anyway,
Who the fuck knows, man?
what's after the Sabbath? Is this about?
The Sabbath is a
Red Blazer Wolf at home.
you know, Red Laser Wolf. He goes to Laser Wolf because
Yes.
Golda.
Golda-
We can't get like an.
We can't get into everything. Yeah, yeah.
But anyway,
this
he
is a
goes.
long musical.
This is a 3-hour musical.
A 3-hour musical.
So he goes to Laser Wolf, and long
no, he has
story
no
short,
idea why.
no idea why. Thank
Yeah.
you. No fucking idea. And that was one thing that Yenta was saying. Don't tell fucking Tevye anything because Tevye hates Laser Wolf.
Yes.
He loathes him. He thinks he's like a fucking show off because he's got the money
Yeah.
and all this shit. And obviously, I mean, let's be real. Tevye's probably jealous because Laser Wolf has money.
Has money, yeah.
And so Tevye goes to his house, and Laser Wolf's house is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks
You-
nothing like the other people's houses.
Right, like he is.
He's got
This
knickknacks.
motherfucker looks like the czar, if
Yeah.
you will. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, man. Yeah, you said it. Knickknacks.
Knickknacks and trinkets and like clocks everywhere or something.
Yeah,
and
man, and fucking dingle hoppers. all over the
Dingle
wall.
hoppers, yeah.
Fucking man. So Tevye walks in, and the
Who's
maid.
the woman? Is that the maid?
I think it's.
I
like the
for some
maid.
reason I kind of thought it was like his mom or something.
It might be, but I think it's like his just hired maid or
Yeah.
whatever. He doesn't have a wife, so he
Right.
has to have
He
somebody
needs
in the house.
Someone to help out, yeah.
So Tevye is like just looking around, and she goes, "Don't touch anything," and walks off. And Tevye is just wandering, and he like picks up an urn, and I wouldn't be surprised, but that's Fruma Sarah, Laser's dead wife, because he's a widower.
Oh!
Laser's a widower.
No, I know that, but the urn.
Yeah,
that's
I
his
wouldn't have been
wife.
surprised if that's his wife. And
Yeah, he
Tevye
picked
fucking
up.
just picks it up, and then Laser comes up. Ah, Tevye! Tevye freaks the fuck out, puts that bitch back.
Yeah.
And then he just comes out, and they have this hilarious moment where Laser's just like, "Oh, sit down, and drink."
excited.
I won't insult you by saying no.
You know? And they drink. They start, and now, mind you, Tevye cannot afford the drink and doesn't drink all the time, so he is taking advantage of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So Laser he's breaking the bread. He's over here going, you know, Tevye, I'm sure you know why I'm here.
I do.
Okay, well, you know, I just want to, you know, it starts going on about saying, you know, shit like, I'm lonely. Tevye thinks Laser wants to buy his milk cow. So Laser's over here like, you know, I would like her. I want her. He's like, oh, I see, you know. Now you want one, tomorrow you want two. What would I do with two? The same as you do with one. and Laser's like, what the fuck is he what? And Laser's, Tevye. And Tevye, because his first thing was, no, my answer's no. You're not having, no. And he's just like, Tevye, please, I'm lonely. What can a little cow? How can a little cow keep you company? Eh? Is that what you call her, a little cow? And they're just like, well, of course that's what I call her. That's what she is. Look, Blizzard, what are you talking about? He goes, don't you know? Of course I know. You want to buy my milk cow, the one you want to buy from me. My new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me. And he's just, a milk cow? And he's like, I want to marry your daughter, Saito. My daughter, Saito. And then he goes in his head and he's all like, I don't like him. But she's rich and he wants to make her happy. Yeah, so Ted is, it's a match. And then they have that hilarious, that great moment. What do you want?
Neosporin, sorry.
So then they have that great moment. I love the freeze, the inner monologue.
He does that quite a bit.
He does.
Is that in the musical too?
Yes, actually, the inner monologues are in the musical. Everybody freezes. The light goes on Tevye.
Okay. That's how I got it.
On me.
On you. You diva.
I get him. So, yeah, he has that inner monologue, and then he just, it's a match. And they're drinking. They are getting fucked. They go to the tavern. They get fucked. They're getting pissed.
Laser Wolf is buying everybody drinks.
Laser Wolf buys the entire fucking tavern drink, if you will. And Topol, you brought it up, but I swear Topol, I think was actually drinking in this scene because it was so fucking realistic.
It was so realistic. He just looked so
blitzed.
Just blitzed. That's all I can think of. I mean,
everything was fascinating to him. I mean, and if he wasn't, good on
him. I mean,
amazing fucking actor.
It was like messy, almost messy drunk.
Right.
Like almost white girl wasted.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
And so we're getting now to life. L'chaim.
Yes.
L'chaim to life. It gives us something to drink about. Something to think about. Something to drink about. Drink l'chaim to life. You know. So that's where they go. Now, I want to bring up when... I didn't really bring up the Russians in the beginning but they do live in a small town in a Tefka in Russian. Now, they don't bother the Russians, and the Russians don't bother them.
Right.
So there are Russians drinking in this pub, in this tavern.
I love how you brought up when we first watched it how they costumed the Russians and also like the Jewish people to make sure we didn't get them confused.
Right.
The Russians had the boots.
They had the boots. They had the gray shirts, long sleeves.
Some of them, yeah. I mean, a lot of people, they weren't really wearing hats.
The Russians didn't wear hats. The Jews did.
Because, they always said, we always keep something on our heads.
We always keep our heads covered, and we always wear a little prayer shawl.
Yeah.
It represents our constant devotion to God.
Yes.
Yes. And so the Russians, they're drinking, all the Jewish people are drinking in there, the Jewish men, and they're dancing. They're having a fucking great time. And then all of a sudden we get this Jude Law looking motherfucker. Just fucking, and now we're getting the Russians. And then we've got this fucking Michael York looking motherfucker.
Doing cartwheels.
We get this Jason fucking Fleming looking ginger motherfucker. Looking like Jason Fleming from fucking Jungle Book. Get him, Billy Boy! Give him a good thrashing! But anyhow. So we got all these fucking doppelganging looking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they would be the doppelgangers because these motherfuckers are older.
Right.
But, Michael York. That probably legit was Michael... No, I doubt it, but the motherfucker did look like Michael York. So...
I love the dancing that they do.
Oh, God, yes.
And it's not only the Russians do it, but the Jewish people do it as well. With the sliding of the knees.
Oh, when we get to that.
Yeah,
yes,
the Russians do it in this scene, and then and I'm thinking this because this musical is timeless, and I'm seeing a lot of other musicals that I've seen, or even movie musicals in my life that have copied.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't want to say copied. I'm going to be a little nicer and say tribute. It's almost kind of like Fosse, how you can always tell when someone is doing a little tip to the bowl cap to Fosse. You can't. So this type of choreography, very much like I'm thinking of, because I've been listening to the music lately. The Greatest Showman.
Oh, wow.
Zac Efron at the end, he does this awesome like knee spinning shit, and I was like, that is so Fiddler.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So, but yeah, the Germans, the Russians are, they're doing their thing, and then one bumps into Tevye. Jason Fleming bumps into Tevye, and Tevye's like, I'm gonna fuck him up. And gets up, and Laser Wolf's all like, I'm right behind you. And then the Russians just like, oh my god. And then he stomps his foot, puts his fucking hand out. And Tevye's like, do I do it? He's offering him to dance.
Yeah.
And Tevye's stroking his beard, and he's just like, and then he like lifts an eyebrow, and he's intrigued. And then he just puts his hand very femininely on the fucking Russians. And then the Russian starts showing him how the Russians dance.
Yeah.
And it's funny because these Russians were like legit wanting to live in fucking harmony.
Yeah, they were.
They were the good, if you will, the good Russians. Like, they weren't fucking prejudiced. They weren't anything.
They were giving them blessings.
Exactly.
And it's really cool how it developed into everyone was dancing together in their own style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that is that the Russians were more fucking, in this scene, the Russians were more curious and friendly than the most of the Jews. Tevye was the only Jew there that was willing to actually try to break tradition and, or even tradition, but just outside the faith, if you will, you know. So, dance with a Russian. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
You danced outside of our faith.
How taboo.
Because I believe they would have been Catholics, the Russians. I believe. I don't know. But, I don't know. So, he's dancing with them, and then it just turns into this fucking big thing. And I love the mood where you just said it, when they're all doing their own thing.
Yeah.
When the Jewish people are dancing, they're hand in hand. They're shaking it, and then
up high.
Yeah, and then the Russians are coming in. They're coming in, moving their feet on the just, fucking just coming in and opening their arms.
Kick squatting.
Fucking love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking great time, man.
Yeah.
So after that, it's L'chaim, and Tevye and Laser are having this moment, and Laser's like, Tevye, you will be my papa. Your papa. Reb Laser, I've always wanted this son. But I always wanted one a little younger than myself. It is hilarious. And then we meet we don't meet the constable. We already met him. But for time, constable shows up. Who is a friend of Tevye's. I mean, Tevye knows the constable, and the constable likes Tevye because he finds him funny. And the constable is saying, Tevye, our inspector of the town or whatever, is supposed to come, and we might have to have a demonstration soon. So I'm letting you know because I've... So,
what does that mean, a demonstration?
There were things called programs. Okay? And that's what Tevye says. He even goes, a program?
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
It's a riot that the Russians did to Jewish communities. In their city. They literally went and rioted, trashed fucking houses, and did all this shit as just to let them know who was in charge, if you will. Who was the top dog. Yeah.
Who was the alpha race or alpha whatever.
Essentially. Yeah. So that was a program. And Tevye knows of these because they happen all over the fucking place. Mm-hmm. It's a thing that the Tsar wanted them to do. Mm-hmm. And so the constable, being Tevye's friend and wanting to, and he's like, Tevye, I really like you. You're a great human being, even though you are a Jew.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, thank you, Your Honor. Huh? It's not every day one gets a compliment like that. And he's just all smiles and laughing, just like, you son of a bitch. Yeah. And then after, when the constable tells him the news, Tevye goes,
No, Your Honor, thank you. It's a shame you're not a Jew.
and then the constable goes, that's why I like it, Tevye. You're always joking. And Tevye's just deadpan
He's
looking at him.
not
He's just like,
joking.
nah, man, I wish, it's a shame you're not a Jew because we could really be friends.
Be friends, yeah.
Then he goes, blessings to you and your daughter, to you and your family. And then he
Yeah.
walks off. Next day, we got a hungover Tevye. And now we have Golda and him are going at it like
Yeah.
fucking
Mother.
cat and dog.
Not mother.
Not mother. Jesus. So they're going at it, and he's trying to find Seidel. Finds Seidel, tells her, you're going to marry Laser Wolf. Seidel is like, oh my god. And then Chava, the youngest, not the youngest, but the middle youngest,
Yeah.
she says, Mazel Tov, Seidel, and walks off. And Tevye's like, what kind of Mazel Tov was that? And then Perchik comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And Perchik says, mind you, back to Perchik to Sunrise Sunset, I love Golda when she says, and keep them from the strangers where she looks at fucking Perchik.
Oh, I didn't notice
and it's
that.
like, this fucker's trouble.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she does that as mothers. And so Perchik is all like, Mazel Tov, Seidel, for getting your rich man.
Yeah.
And Tevye is all like, what's wrong with being rich? She goes, money is the world's curse.
And may the Lord smite me with it.
And
May I never recover.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking again, Tevye, I want money.
Yeah.
So Seidel has a huge fucking breakdown.
Yeah.
He's crying, freaking the fuck out.
Don't make me marry them.
Yeah, and
marry
then
this
he's-
person.
right.
I will do whatever you want. I'll do it.
Yeah, and then he's like, fine, I won't make you marry him.
That's very nice of Tevye to do that because he could so legit be like, because he'll go into those little fits where it's like, no, like you were doing earlier, like I'm the man of the house, whatever I say goes. But he really, you can probably explain it better. He has, just like how he is with his business.
Yeah.
He has a heart.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a heart. He cares about his life. Because
he
she
has
even
compassion.
says to him, he says, it is tradition. I cannot break. I made an agreement with this man. I cannot break it. And she goes, is that more important to you than I am, Papa?
Yeah.
And then he's just, and that was like, slice him on the fucking leg,
Yeah.
And then he's sitting there and he goes, fine. And then Model comes in. Fucking Model Tums Oil comes in, the tailor. And he's all like, oh, Rep Tevye, I have a match for Seidel. And he's like, I am the match for Seidel. And he's all like,
You are the match of Seidel.
all this shit. And he goes,
Bottle, you are poor tailor.
now, mind you, we didn't talk about Model and Seidel's.
But we've mentioned it.
What we mentioned it with their moment, their scene together in the beginning when she's a Model, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
Yeah, she's
fucking putting the boots on.
Yeah.
With him because
she's the elf in the relationship.
yeah, he
clearly.
he ain't shit.
Yeah.
But anywho, he proves himself because he literally is sitting there and he's talking to Tevye, and he's afraid of Tevye.
He is.
Like any person, even me when I was young, I was afraid of my father. You're afraid to have your father fucking yell at you.
Of course.
Especially at that time, it's like, it's scary.
It is scary.
And Tevye, when he yells, he's a booming fucking loud voice.
Yeah.
So, Model is all like, Tevye yells, oh, Model, what is it? He goes, please do not shout at me, Rep Tevye. Okay, I'm not shouting. Shh, I won't shout. He goes, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? It's me. You. Yeah, it's me. Doctor. No. So, all that, and then Tevye, and again, another fucking inner moment. Inner monologue, inner song. He's singing, and he's at the tradition. It's just like this is the, just singing the fucking song. Tradition reprise, if you will.
Yeah.
But,
Reprise number 1.
Right. He's talking about, she loves him. Look at my daughter's face. She wants tradition. And then he gives in.
Yeah.
And it's so great because I love this movie again. Because it's like, this is the movie of, yes, tradition is set. This is how it is. This is what it is. But change is inevitable.
Yes.
Change is okay.
Yes. It might be scary.
It might be scary and it might piss off your fucking ancestors, but by God, it's what's happening. The world changes.
Yeah.
And times have changed
We
in
have
so many fucking aspects. Like for the Bible of fucking the first Old Testament, if you will. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of changes in that bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
You gotta evolve and adapt.
Exactly. So he agrees. He says, "Fine, we'll do that. Get married."
Yeah.
They run off. We have the Wonder of Wonder Miracles. Really
adorable song.
Yeah.
Miracles.
God pull it Daniel once again. Turns him around in Jericho. Whatever. And whatever. I wasn't Muddle.
That wasn't your role.
I wasn't Muddle, goddammit. But, walked into the lion's den. No. So, Muddle is just excited as fuck. She's excited as fuck. It's beautiful.
I love Tevye goes like, Golda, what am I going to tell Golda?
That is also one of, just a fucking great scene, is the dream sequence. When...
That dream sequence is confusing as fuck to
Oh,
me.
I am so excited. Let's dive in.
Okay.
So, because I love this scene.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So, well, you start us off then. What do you not get? Oh, fuck. All right.
I don't get any of it. Like, maybe I just don't remember. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Tevye has a plan of, I'm going to have a nightmare. I'm going to see Frumasera, and I'm going to have, I'm going to have a nightmare. All right. He has a fucking nightmare. And
Is it a real nightmare?
No, it's
okay,
fake as fuck.
That's what I was... Okay,
It's
so
fake.
what I originally thought is kind of... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fake. He makes this all up.
Okay, good. That's what I was thinking.
He makes this all up. He pretends to be motorcycle, and he says he says that in the dream, I had a nightmare. Your grandmother Seidel, who was named, Seidel was named after grandmother Seidel. She comes out with her Uncle Mordecai, and they are talking about a blessing on your head, Mother Death, about the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be wet, Mother Death, Mother Death. I have them in the joy. I come in your fire, the tailor, Mother Death.
Okay.
Taylor! So, anywho, long song short, they are talking about Seidel needs to marry the tailor because that's what needs to happen. And then Frumasera, fucking Laser's first wife, comes, haunts Tevye's dream, and is flying around. I'm so glad you did it because you do it really. Tevye! So she haunts the fucking dream and then has her song
So he does a scare tactic.
to get Golda to say yes
Yeah.
to the engagement.
Okay.
So now we have the wedding scene coming up.
The wedding scene, for the most part, is very adorable.
It is adorable. It's fucking
Yeah.
great. I love this scene so much. It's
It just
fucking
seems
great.
so happy and like, oh my god, like the daughter's gonna marry the man that she loves, and
Yes.
ugh.
Yeah. And then, so they have that, and then it's the is this the dear little girl I carry? Is this the little boy I play? Bim, bim, bim. So we have the sunrise, sunset. No. So they're singing, they're doing the shit. He steps on the shot glass or whatever, and and everybody's dancing, having a great time. They're on the chairs, they're spinning around.
Yeah, it's funny, and I didn't know that. Like, I didn't realize that it was part of tradition where men and women can't dance together.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No. Yeah, they can't dance together. It's like forbidden.
And then they break tradition.
They break tradition because of, who was it? Perchik? Perchik was
yeah.
the one, of course. Now, he did have a moment with Hoddle.
Yes, they kind of have little eyes, and there was a moment where he and her he showed her how to dance. Back, and
with men and women,
Yeah.
because Kiev is doing it.
Yeah.
So
Cute little connection that they started. I like the
Right.
relationship in a way, just because they started kind of hating each other, and then it kind of turns into love. I don't know, that kind of storyline always kind of gets to me
because she's all about the rabbi's son,
Yeah.
and he is far from
the
fucking
rabbi's son. Yeah, he's
he wants to break tradition,
he's
but
a-
at the same time he views the Bible and God in his own way.
Yeah, he does.
Which is hilarious about the story of Jacob. Never trust an employer if you interpret it correctly. You know?
But is it him that starts off the whole,
Yes.
hey, dance with me?
He starts it off, and then fucking the rabbi's son is all like, "You're gonna stop this. This is heretical." And he's like, "I'm going to dance with my wife." Go there.
Yeah.
And then fucking model goes up to Seidel and is all like, "Seidel." And then Seidel ignores him, and he's just, "Seidel!" He does the fucking same thing Tevye does. Now they start dancing. Now, before that, we do have to talk about this. Before that particular moment, Laser Wolf.
Oh.
He fucking offered because, he got fucking kicked in the nuts.
Yeah, he did.
And he says, "I am giving 5 chickens," obviously live,
Yeah.
5 chickens to the newlyweds for their first 5 Sabbaths. He's like, "No hard feelings. What's done, stop."
Yeah.
And Tevye, and he says all this, and then Tevye gets up and accepts it, and is all like,
Reb Laser Wolf said it's great. He goes, as the good book says,
"Tevye, I don't need to hear one of your sayings. I'm not marrying your daughter. Let's just leave it at that."
Yeah.
Well, and then they start, you're seeing why Tevye really fucking hates Laser Wolf, and
Yeah.
you're seeing vice versa.
Yeah.
Laser did not like Tevye either.
Mm-hmm.
He only was kissing his ass because he wanted his daughter.
Yeah.
So Tevye just, "You can keep these chickens! Leave my chickens out of," and then Muddle. I love Muddle in the background. "Those are my chickens!" Just, And then that's when the dancing starts. Because Perchik breaks up the fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's right.
Now everybody's dancing.
Having
and then,
good time.
Yeah, and then the Russians show up.
Ugh.
And they have torches, they have clubs. They start breaking shit, doing all kinds of shit. They're wrecking havoc. Everybody's running off. They fucking hit Perchik and knock his ass out. They're about to go and club fucking Tevye, because Tevye throws the one Russian off. And then the constable shows up and is all like, "That's enough!"
Yeah.
And then just he goes, "Orders are orders."
Yeah.
And there is a scene where the constable actually tries to talk to the ambassador or whatever the fuck he was. He tries to talk to him, and he's all like, "We don't really need to do this. I don't understand."
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Then somebody else will take your post, and will do it for us."
Yeah.
I keep going German. The way that we want it to.
Yeah.
So the constable's like, "Well, I gotta do it."
Yeah.
And that's why he does it. And now we got fucking halftime, intermission.
Intermission, yeah.
And this is where the play takes a huge fucking dive.
I
Nose
know.
dive. It's so upbeat
It's
and
so
positive in the
upbeat and
beginning, and
positive
then
in
it
the
just
beginning.
fucking nose dives into a
Nose
goddamn
dive.
volcano.
Oh my god. Why?
Yeah.
And it doesn't end.
No.
There's no little
Roller coaster. It's just a
not
straight dive.
It's a straight,
It's a falcon in the dive,
yeah.
if you will.
I'm thinking of that one roller coaster in fucking Six Flags in California, the Goliath. It's straight
Oh.
down to a point where you're going down a fucking tunnel. You
Yeah.
think you're going down to the pits of hell.
Yeah.
That's what
this.
happens
Yeah.
in this musical, and it's still great, but it's fucking heartbreaking, man. It's
Yeah.
one thing after another with these people that happen to them.
So I'm gonna skip because here we go. We're getting there. So Huddle. We gotta talk about Huddle.
Yes.
So Hoddle and Perchik have been
Cahootin.
and Hoddle goes to Tevye and is all like, Papa, I love him. I want to marry him. Tevye again with the inner monologues, with the tradition. Fighting tradition. No, this is bullshit. This is what I have to do.
This is bullshit.
Marriages must be arranged by the papa.
Yeah.
This can never be changed. And so she's sitting there and just like, she wins him over. And then he's finally like, fine, you can marry him. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then Perchik has a cut song,
You
which
said that.
I like it. I like the instrumental. I mean, fucking Paul Michael Glaser. I mean, he wasn't the best singer, if you will.
He didn't really have a song though.
Well, they cut it.
Oh,
They cut
maybe. Is it on somewhere?
It doesn't. You can find it on YouTube. It's called Any Day Now.
Well, I mean,
It's
a
on.
recording
It's
of him.
It
of
was
the actor.
Yeah, it was on. I had the CD. I don't know if it's on my vinyl. I'll have to put on the vinyl again and see if it's fucking on it. But I don't remember if it's on my vinyl. But I know it was on my CD because I had the CD
Of the movie
of
musical?
the movie musical.
Okay.
And it was on there.
Okay.
It's called Any Day Now. And it's actually a really good... He's just like, because he's saying, when I write to you, I'm going to,
That would have been nice to like hear
when
him
I write to you,
talk about
then
where he's going.
When I write to you any day now, that's when you come to me.
Yeah.
And then I'll,
Yeah.
whatever. He goes to Siberia or wherever he is. And so he has that song, Any Day Now, Any Day, and the wind will be round. It's a good song. I like the instrumentals because it reminds me of like this gypsy dance.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's very fun. But so Hoddle is now, we have Perchik in fucking Siberia or wherever he is, and he's protesting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here
Protests.
we go. Yeah.
Hello. So they're at a protest, and then the Russians show up, and they don't even play. They fucking charge. They start killing people, and there's no playing. And then Perchik gets arrested. He's one of the lucky few to actually get arrested.
Yeah.
And he writes to Seidel, and he's in a jail. And then I'm sorry, not Seidel, Huddle. And then Huddle tells Tevye, and Tevye and Huddle are at a train station. Now, this was one of my favorite fucking scenes to do when I was in high school, mainly because the woman the girl at the time, who I don't remember her name, but she fucking killed this song.
Yes, you told me about this.
And made me fucking cry every fucking time. And I worked it. It worked for me because I was like, and of course I'm a softie. But
you are a softie.
I cry really easily. I'm not ashamed. Strong men do cry. But so she really did. She had a beautiful voice, and the song was amazing for her. But she, anywho, Huddle sings this song. How am I supposed to make you understand why I do what I do? But what made me cry from the girl was in the movie or in the musical, Huddle has the line, I must go. I must go. Well, the girl that did that in my high school, she did the I must go. I must go. She talked it, and when she did, I'm tearing up now. I'm fucking tearing up now. It's taking me back. And it sucks because in the DVD that I magically got from high school, that song was fucking... Something happened in the tape and it was cut.
Oh my fucking god!
So we didn't get to see it.
Are you kidding?
And of course, fucking selfishly, I was like, that was some of the best acting on my part because she made me fucking cry, and I fucking worked it. But but I'm sitting there and I'm like, man. But when she did that, I fucking started to just bawl. I was like, bitch.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's the best.
I was like, I don't know what made her speak that.
Yeah,
but it was fucking genius.
It was a good choice.
And from then on, every time I see this musical, I pray for somebody to fucking speak that last fucking line.
Yeah.
that last "I must go." I
Yeah.
pray for it because singing that second, it doesn't hit me anymore.
Yeah.
Like emotionally, like that
And
fucking
that's so
being
awesome
spoken.
because it wasn't like it was something you viewed, like you were in it.
Yeah.
And you felt it, like,
Yeah.
in the character and in the
Felt like
moment.
her papa.
You felt like her papa.
I was her papa.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then he sends her off, and it's just a sad movie. It's just a beautiful, beautiful song sung by Hada. And so now, Chava, the youngest of the three oldest, she has found a Russian named Fyetka, and her and Fyetka have been meeting pretty much Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Star-crossed lovers, and she now comes to Tevye with Fyetka's ass,
Yeah.
and she asks to marry Fyetka, and Tevye has another inner monologue, and is all like, you know, he has this song of tradition, and he's sitting there, and he's just like, no, there is no other hand, you know?
Yeah.
No! And he loses it. He's
Yeah.
like, you are marrying outside of the faith. You're fucking marrying it. Like, no.
Yeah.
That's enough.
yeah,
I have
he's-
already given two of them a fucking leeway
Yeah.
out of tradition.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no. I won't do it again.
Yeah. Well, not even again. Like, this is too far.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, and it's too far. So Chava, he pretty much fucking bans her. He's like, no, you're fucking...
If you do...
If you do, you're
is that
dead
it?
to me,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
If you do, you're fucking not part of this family.
Yeah. Yeah.
She does.
She does.
And Golda finds out. She goes to the bishop. And
Yeah, she actually goes to...
she
like,
goes to Russia.
like,
Well, not Russia, but she goes to the Russian part of town.
the church. Yeah, she goes to their church. Sees
And they're
the
even
priest.
like, you should not be here. Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then she's like, I have to see the bishop. Like, you have to let me see him.
Yeah.
And then the bishop is just like, you know, well, Hail Mary. Walks over, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. And starts talking to her. He's like, yes, I married them. You know? And
It's like, why did the and like the fact that the priests allowed that? Like, are they not? Like,
well,
that's the thing. Like,
she converted, apparently. She converted. So
they people. I guess they.
you got to think about it now. Russians found themselves, well, not even just Russian, but that's the sad thing. A lot of people thought themselves better than the Jewish race in that time and even before.
Right.
So it's like they were just like, oh, you don't want to be a Jew? Congratulate, great, come in. But it's
okay.
how it is anyway.
Yeah, no,
And
it
that's
is.
just religion in general.
Yeah.
You know, it's you show one glimpse of, you know, I want to understand. Welcome aboard, brother. You know, sister.
Which is fine. I'm
No,
not
it's
saying that-
absolutely
yeah,
fine.
it
I'm
is-
not.
it is
I'm not.
okay.
I mean, I'm trying to make it funny, but I mean, but at the same time,
It is funny. No. It is funny. I'm just wondering, like, would Tevye have okayed the marriage if I can't say the dude's name, Viedka? What if he said, "Hey, I'll convert"?
Absolutely not.
See, yeah,
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That's the thing, but that again, that is showing how fucking like strict their tradition, their religion was.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know anything about the Jewish religion really. We have very good friends who are Jewish.
Yeah.
And I don't
I do
know too much.
I
but
don't know too much. Honestly, the things that I know are so trivial. I'm thinking of like Sex in the City when Charlotte wanted to convert to Judaism for Harry, and the fact and like there are these like I don't. This is Hollywood. This is TV.
Yeah.
Like it made it seem like to convert to Judaism, it is a lot more hard work than it is for others.
Yeah.
That's just what I've seen
Maybe,
and what
yeah.
I know. I know that my dad, he converted to be Greek Orthodox. For my mom, didn't sound like it was like that big of a deal. I mean, he
Right.
was already Christian. I don't exactly know what my dad's side was. I'm going to assume maybe some type of like Catholic. I'm going to assume, but still, it was still in the same ballpark. But it seems like going the leap from Christian to Judaism is quite the leap.
Yeah.
As just like other religions out there.
Absolutely.
But
So, yeah, they marry, and Golda goes to tell Tevye, and Tevye has another beautiful song. Chava bird. Little bird, little Chava. I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. You know. So he has that, and then you have this beautiful dance, this beautiful choreography of Chava like dancing.
Oh yeah.
And then the fiddler comes. And I love the fiddler because the fiddler represents tradition.
Yes.
The fiddler represents their faith. And he represents their home. The fiddler represents all three things: home, tradition, faith.
Yeah.
And he is playing and she's dancing with him. And then Fietka comes and then she looks to the fiddler who starts fiddling, looks to Fietka, looks back to the fiddler. And then she takes Fietka's hand. He starts walking her away. And then the fiddler is like trying to follow and then finally gives up and backs off.
Yeah.
Because she left the faith.
She left the faith.
And that's just such a beautiful symbolism.
It is.
Beautiful
Perfect.
symbolic moment.
Yeah.
And so, hello, we're not there yet where they're leaving fucking the town train.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Train. You're a little early on your cue there.
Yeah, fucker. But, so, along with that news, the constable... Well, Sido and Model are pregnant and you got a sewing machine. There you go.
Yeah.
But the constable comes to the town and he says, you all have pretty much a week or two to leave.
Yeah.
You have to leave the town. It's time to get out. And everybody's like, we're not going to leave. This is our home.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, then you'll be forced out. And Laser Wolf is like, we'll defend ourselves. Like, fuck you. And Tevye is just like, I'm done with you. I'm done trying to kiss your ass.
Yeah.
I'm done with this shit. He's all like, this is still my land, legally. You can't be here. I don't want you here. Get off my land.
Yeah.
Get off my land. And then he's just, Tevye, be reasonable. Get off my land. And he's like, you have a week or whatever. It is 3 days.
Yeah.
And
It's always 3 days.
yeah, something
Before
like
the sun sets on the third day.
Yeah, that's right.
In every like story,
Yeah.
it just seems like it's always the power of three. There's
Yeah.
always choose
What's
between
the Trinity? It's the Holy Trinity.
The Holy
if
Trinity.
you
Yeah,
will.
choose between 3 doors. You have 3 days to do this.
No.
It's always the fucking 3.
Always. So yeah, they got that, and then the entire town's fucking packing up.
Oh God, it's so
And
fucking devastating.
they have the one song, "And the tough guy,
Yeah.
and the tough guy, overfed, underfed, overworked, and the tough guy." They have that song, but it's really funny because this was a real thing
Yeah.
that the Russians did, and I find it in a way kind of amazing that they threw the Jews out and did the programs and did all that shit and made them leave Russia essentially, and a lot of them immigrated to America.
America, yeah.
And they were the ones during World War II to liberate
Yeah.
the Jews. They were the ones to find the first. They were the ones.
right.
They were the ones to find the first Holocaust camp, and were like, and they sent messages to the Americans and the English and in England, and were like, we need your help because this is what the Germans.
Right, and you were talking about this to me like
I was a long time ago.
while ago.
This was during my Saving Private Ryan fucking
yeah,
binge.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were literally like, we need help because the Nazis they're doing shit that we would have never dared done.
Yeah.
We did some bad shit to the Jewish
Yeah.
people, but this is
Yeah.
too far.
Yeah.
Even the Russians saying that was too much was like,
Girl.
back then.
Back then, yeah.
But but it's just like I just find that like it's like fascinating in a way. It's like fascinating because it's like here you were, here this particular country was at this way, and then they were the ones to say no, this is fucking wrong.
Yeah.
We gotta fucking fix it. We gotta save these people. I just find that amazing.
Yeah.
But anyhow, back to the film. So they're all getting ready to leave.
And they're all, and the fact, like, they're all, like, kind of, like, saying their goodbyes
Yeah.
to all, like, the characters and,
Yeah.
and stuff, and where everyone else is going.
Right. Oh, and during the Chava song, Chava did go to Tevye. She did go to Tevye and
That's
was like,
right.
Tevye, I married Fiek. And that's when he says, you're fucking dead.
Yeah, you're dead to me.
You're dead to me. You're dead to this family. Don't come around. Don't do
Yeah.
anything. So he's packing. Everybody's packing. And now Tevye is just fucking... He's not the bubbly man that we saw in the beginning of the film.
No,
He is fucking dragged down. He's fucking depressed.
Mm-hmm.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done. And he's packing up. He's loading the cart. Model and Seidel have their baby and all this shit. And they come out. They're packing up. They're about to leave. They're going to America to stay with Uncle Avram,
Yeah.
Golda's brother.
They're going to New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're going to New York, and he meets with Laser Wolf, and him and Laser actually bond again. They
Yeah.
bond for, actually, in a way, the realest they've ever bonded.
Yeah, they bury the hatchet,
yeah.
they mend things, and...
Yeah, and Laser says, I'm going to Chicago to stay with my brother-in-law. And then he's just like, oh, that's good of you. And Laser's like, I hate him. But family is family.
Yeah.
Even if you're married into it, family is family.
Yeah, exactly.
And so Laser's like, that's where I'm going. And he's like, how about you? You know, and Tevye's like, I'm going to New York to stay with my brother-in-law. You know. So they do that. Laser Wolf goes off. Of course, Yenta. They have a goodbye to Yenta. And Chava shows up with Fietka. But Tevye was in the house.
Right.
Tevye went into the house, and Seidel is the one who sees Chava.
Yeah.
And is talking to Chava. And she's like, Seidel's like, Papa's going to see you. You need to get out of here.
Yeah.
You need to go. And she's like, no, I want him to see me. And, like, you got to love Chava for that, man. Because it's like... Let me live my fucking life, you know? And you've got to respect that. And so Tevye comes out, and Golda comes out, and everybody's like, oh, Chava. And of course, with going back to Hodel and Perchik,
Yeah.
he knows he's never going to see Hodel again.
Yeah.
And Perchik is in a prison, but Hodel is going to wait for him to get out.
Yeah.
So he never sees her again. That's why that song's also so powerful.
Yeah.
Back to Hava. So Hava finally is just like, Papa! You know, trying to talk to Tevye. And then she's just like, okay, well, goodbye. You know, we're leaving to... And Fietko is the one who's like, we're leaving too. We don't want to stay in a country that is so full of cruelty that they do this to people. Like, no, we're not staying.
Yeah, he's against what his people are doing.
And again, if you go back to the fucking bar, there were Russians that... Literally, just like in America, just like anywhere.
Yeah.
There are people that are opposed to these fucking things that are living in that particular, state or moment or fucking country. There are oppositions everywhere.
Yes.
So, so Fietka's like, no, we're leaving. And we just wanted you to know that.
Yeah.
So, they're leaving, and then finally, Golda's just like, Seidel is talking and saying goodbye. And then Tevye mouths, and God be with you.
Yeah.
Not loud for Chava to hear it, but then Seidel goes, God be with you.
Yeah.
She goes, and then Golda goes, we're staying with Uncle Avram. Okay, Mama. Walks off.
Yeah.
And then Tevye,
We're staying with Uncle Avram. We're staying with Uncle Avram. Everybody needs to know our business.
he's just like,
Golden, Seidel, don't forget the baby.
Don't forget the baby.
They're leaving. And I love this.
Oh.
I love this fucking moment. Tevye is leaving. He looks back at the house. Mm-hmm. He starts walking with the wagon. And here's the fucking fiddler. And Tevye, broken, looks away. And then the fiddler starts playing. And then Tevye looks back and then just gives him the, come on.
Yeah.
Let's go. That was Tevye's faith dwindling.
Yeah.
In that fucking moment. That was him literally, like, so done that, nah, I'm not even going to believe it anymore. But then at the last moment, he was like,
All right. Yeah.
Come on. Let's go. You're coming.
Come on, you old scamp.
Yeah. And then that's the film.
That's the film. And
We didn't get too far. Obviously, we never can. But...
we can't. It would be forever because there's so much to dive into
Yeah.
this. And just like the ending, what is with all this machinery driving, riding, and flying above while we're trying to fucking record? We got Gypsy in the back. We got you, girl. We got you.
Yeah, we're there, damn it.
We're coming. The ending.
Yeah.
Of just these poor people trudging through the mud,
Yeah.
being forced out of their homes, but yet they keep going. They live on. They move on. They're still fucking here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, keep fucking going.
Right.
No matter how, like, it's almost kind of like inspiring to be like, no matter how shitty things get, keep fucking going.
Yep.
There's a better life somewhere.
Yep.
Like,
They're the chosen people.
they are
They're-
honestly,
you know?
I believe it.
Yeah.
Because of all this, I mean, you go through any type of shit like that, my God, there you go.
Yeah.
You're it.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. You go back to World War II.
Yeah.
They wanted their fucking Hitler wanted them eradicated. He wanted
Yeah.
them extinct.
Extinct. Yeah.
Did not want the Jewish line.
To be anywhere. Like, totally just demolished and, like, no trace, nothing.
Right.
Like, pretty much just thought of them as, like, disgusting rats.
Before that, the Egyptians, Moses.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing. They were slaves.
Yeah.
It was just like it's.
And that
They
doesn't-
never got a break, and
They
that
never got
was
a
the
break.
funny thing that like Tevye even said. He's just like, choose someone else for once. Fuck me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It is just.
And that's not to take away from other
Not at
countries
all.
and people who
Not
have
at
gone through
all,
hardships.
Because, I mean, there
this is
are
just a-
hardships everywhere, but this
Yeah.
is like, and especially if you look into the book, into the good book, if you will.
the good book.
I mean, it's in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Jews.
Yeah.
They suffered a lot. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, again, I haven't studied faith in a long time, but if I'm not mistaken, Jesus Christ was a Jew.
Yes.
So it's like,
was.
so there you go. It's like,
Yeah.
and that's a Jew that suffered the ultimate price.
Yes.
The ultimate fucking price.
Yeah.
So it's
For
us.
For us. Yeah,
Yeah,
quote,
quote,
us.
us.
I mean, yeah.
I don't want to make fun of it because,
No.
again, it's just because it's something that we don't necessarily believe in anymore.
We respect-
we respect the beliefs of everybody else.
Yes.
because that's how it should be.
That's how it should
Everybody
be.
should respect everybody's fucking beliefs.
Yeah. And respect everyone's hardship, and no one's fucking better than anybody else.
No.
Okay?
Okay,
Anyway.
y'all get that?
You don't get that? Yeah. Fuck off your high horses. Anyway,
All right, let's end it.
This is Fiddler on the Roof, guys.
This is Fiddler on the fucking Roof. A great fucking play, beautiful fucking musical, just amazing. Very fun, and then it just takes a dive.
It does take a dive.
But it's still a great one.
It's still great, yeah.
All right, so let's move back over to the handy-dandy Shakespearean notebook.
Notebook.
Who is the pestiferous, rug-headed Scot?
Remind me of the
Oh.
definition.
Pestiferous. Annoying, troublesome, dangerous to society, associated with pest or plague. Rug-headed. I believe that's, what is that? Big hair?
Yeah, a lot of hair.
Shaggy-headed. Scot.
That's like a deer.
Deer erect.
Deer-
Erect deer.
Tail.
Yes.
Tail.
Tail of erect deer. I mean, an erect. The short erect tail of a deer. Fuck me. Moving on.
I don't know. I guess the
God.
Russians
So,
are-
I don't want to put all Russians in that category.
Yeah, I don't want to put all
because
Russians.
some of them were more.
Some of them are cool.
Some of them were more welcoming than some of the Jews.
Yeah. Maybe Wolf.
Who?
Something Wolf. What's his name?
Laser Wolf.
Laser Wolf.
Uh,
I don't know.
Annoying, troublesome, dangerous to
He
society.
didn't really have shaggy hair, but he did have a
Shaggy-headed,
shaggy
the short
beard.
tail of an erect ear. You know what? I'm going to say Perchik. Because
Really?
this actually really is annoying, troublesome.
Oh.
Dangerous to society.
Oh.
Dangerous to the society
To
that
their
they live
society.
in. Exactly.
Yes.
Shaggy-headed.
He had the long
He did have that. Yeah. He had the pretty much
He had the long curly locks.
Rick James. No.
No.
The short erect tail.
I still don't know. This is probably like the second time we've had this insult, and I have no fucking idea what that means.
I don't know either. Fuck it, man.
It's
Whatever.
Perch.
It's Perchik.
It's Perchik.
All right,
Yeah.
so let's go to. Will you watch this film without me?
You know what? I absolutely would.
Ooh, fabulous!
I am so freaking upset and pissed and mad at myself that I have not fully seen this musical before. But I know. Look at your face.
Victory on Jarokk's corner.
Look at you gloating right now, and
victory.
You're glowing. You need to cut it out. I am a little.
Now we get to go to my parents and watch it.
Yeah, and I'm happy to do that. But yeah, this is a fabulous musical. Part of me like wasn't sure if I was going to like it because was it a little too traditional and it was just a little too straight.
Yeah.
Kind of for me because like when I think of like some type like certain type of musicals, like I don't like Oklahoma. I think it's boring.
Love
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like that and for some reason I kind of put Fiddler in that type of category. But
no, you can't.
I can't. No,
you can't.
No. And I learned today.
Oklahoma is cheesy, and the aspect of it is cheesy. Damn near the entire musical.
Yeah, that's too traditional.
This is cheesy in the first half, and then real.
I didn't see it as cheese.
Well, not even cheese, essentially. Yeah, it's like a very fine Gouda.
A very fine Gouda.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I'm so happy
I don't
that
know Jewish cheese, otherwise I'd say that. But
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's cheese.
All right,
it all tastes good.
It is. What do you got for me?
I want to somewhat stick to the musical train.
Ooh,
I know this is it first started out as a movie musical. It's now, well, it was. God, I think it like opened like right before COVID even, before the whole COVID thing. And I know you've only seen it once with me, Moulin Rouge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it coming back to you, or is
Yeah,
it
no.
Okay.
I saw it with you once. Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't seen it before.
No.
That's really weird to me. I'm thinking, I don't know if it's an age thing or what.
It wasn't an age thing. It was not an age thing. Because it was big to people in my age as well. Because they loved it. There was something about it, I don't know what, that I just was not drawn to this at the time when it came out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was.
All right.
Maybe it'll come back to me when we watch it again.
Yeah, we'll be watching it. We'll be contemplating about it. Like, this was like probably like this musical was huge for me. Like when I was in high school, I absolutely was obsessed with it. It was like my first idea for a tattoo that I wanted.
Yeah. Oh. Actually, no. I think I did try watching it, and there was like a moment that I was just like, "This is fucking a little for me."
A little too much.
Yeah, because I think I was watching it with the Crane, a friend of ours, the Crane.
Yeah.
I was watching it with him, and I was just like, this is kind of stupid in my opinion.
Okay.
But then when I watched it with you, but I don't know. I guess you have to tune in.
You're just gonna have to tune
find
in,
out
guys.
what I think, because it has been a very long time, so I
Yeah.
will have to dive back in. And see.
Yeah. See, for me, like this musical, I know I can recite it all day, every day.
Fabulous.
Yeah. But yes, Contemplators, Moulin Rouge, get into it. Baz Luhrmann at his best.
Fabulous.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us once again in the new year.
Oh my God!
I know, 2021, bring us difference.
Bring us something different.
Yeah.
Something better.
Y'all, you can find us on almost all podcasting platforms. Gosh, fuck me. Where's the L's? I'm losing the L's. Podcasting platforms. Please leave us a like, review, subscribe on Apple Podcast if you do not mind.
Yes, please, guys. No begging here. We are all over the World Wide Web, guys. On Twitter, we are movies_pod. On Instagram, we are movies.contemplation_pod. We have an email, movies.contemplation@gmail.com. And we are also on Facebook, Movies and Contemplation Podcast.
Yes, y'all, you heard it. Next week, Moulin Rouge.
Hey, sister, go, sister, flow.
Gotta get that flow, sister. What?
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 What?